What's up, guys?
How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing, man?
You ready to eat?
Yeah, buddy.
Are y'all ready?
That's good. Good. All right.
Tim, had a couple,
Yeah, go ahead.
had some extra time to look at Tulane. What are you seeing out of that defense?
Yeah, really good defense. Fast defense that played with a lot of confidence. Good leadership. They play together, and they're flying high right now. They believe in themselves. So I haven't given up a touchdown in 3 weeks, I think it's been. So got our work cut out for us. We got to play clean football. We got to convert on third downs. Is a big part of the game plan for us because they're averaging 58 plays a game. That's not a lot of plays. So we got to keep them on the field.
How much different is this Tulane team than last year's Tulane team?
Same. It's not a lot different. It's somewhat of a similar structure. It's different, but somewhat of a similar. So they play some 3 down, play some 4 down. A lot of the same players from last year's team are on this team still, and then carry over some guys from Troy that came with them. So very similar, but the playing together, the playing hard, the playing with confidence, the mentality that they have is the same. This is a team that hasn't lost a whole lot in 3 years now. So they play with confidence. They believe in themselves. They believe in this new coach. They've won some close games. They've won some blowouts. They lost 2 close Power 4 games. So they're a very confident team that's playing fast and playing hard right now.
Last year's game, you had the lead on them, and then they were able to come back and get the win.
Yep.
Is that how do you? Or I'm sure you guys watched all that stuff and all that stuff. What is it that you take from the effort last year that you can carry over to this game?
Yeah, I mean, it is going to be a 60-minute game. There's no question. This is arguably the best football team in our conference that we're playing this weekend. So it's going to be a battle from play one to play whatever it takes. From last year's game, we watched more last year Troy stuff and obviously this year's stuff being game 12 than dealing with last year's game with them. Even though some of the same players, it's a different, similar stuff, a different defense. So, but they're a good team that we're going to need to battle. We're going to need to make plays when presented with the opportunity. It's going to come down to, by the end of the game, we're going to know what 5 plays made the difference in us winning, us losing. So we got to make those plays.
Brady's played a bigger role throughout the season. He had that big catch in the last game. What have you seen from him in terms of his development?
Yeah, he comes to work every single day. One of our hardest practice players in that receiver room, bar none. Pays attention to meetings, all that type of stuff. Does a great job of that. Just was brought up the right way by his folks, as far as come to work every single day, and it's starting to pay off for him. Expect big things from him down, in the future, and he's earned his role on this team right now.
What have you seen from Harry to Naden in his development through early enrolling?
Yeah, I mean it's miles from where he was, and he's got miles left to go. But that's a quarterback role. He's got a skill set that's I'll say it here because I said it in that room playing time. He got the best skill set in that room. Arm strength, athletic ability, savviness, that type of stuff. So he's got to be able to put him in spring ball and ball prep practices and let him get some experience and continue to learn the playbook and tone the playbook up. But the only way you get experience is to win the spot and play on Saturdays and fall. So, but he's come a long way. Football is important to him. And he lives the right way. He's done a good job this year, and it helps that he sits right next to Seth in the meeting room, so I see that those guys are whispering to each other a whole bunch. He's asking a lot of questions and stuff like that. So,
In terms of continuing to push the brand, viewership for recruiting, how big is it to have a Thanksgiving Day and have that market?
yeah, it's awesome, man. Thanksgiving Day is for the NFL. I was told, man, but it's great. We're the college game on TV. We're prime time down there. People are going to be finishing up probably their second, maybe third plate of Thanksgiving by that point, so they'll be ready to sit down and watch some college football. So it'll be fun to be on national TV. It always is. It's exciting, but once the ball's kicked off, you forget that as a player, you forget that as a coach, and you just go about your business. But it's great to have to have us and have Memphis in the spotlight in prime time on Thanksgiving night.
What is Tim Cramsey's ideal Thanksgiving plate?
We ain't got that much time in this meeting, I don't think, man. Turkey, stuffing, my mom's gravy, lima bean casserole that my mom makes. Not baked potatoes, mashed potatoes, of course. We put some vegetables on there, but that's usually covered by the gravy and the turkey and the more potatoes and more stuffing. And then second plate's really similar to that as well, man. You know what I mean? My wife now makes the casserole, the green bean casserole. Shoo-wee. She didn't skip a beat, man.
Dessert. What's the
Dessert? Pumpkin pie, not even close, man. I don't know why we even had this discussion, man. Why are we even talking about pumpkin pie? Cool Whip maybe on the side, but pumpkin pie, man.
It's going to be warm down there, but the weather looks a little bit iffy as far as rain. What are you doing to prepare?
Yeah, always. You always prepare for it. We do wet ball drills all day long. We practice in the rain a couple times. I don't remember when that was. But that way we're ready for that, and then you play it by ear. I think a little bit of rain is advantage offense. I'm up in the booth, so I always talk to Larry, who played as a quarterback, Coach Smith, a wide receivers coach, and say, like, at what point there comes a point where the rain becomes advantage defense. What game was I watching the other night? The San Jose UNLV game. The advantage defense in that a rainstorm like that. But if it's a little mist, if it's a little drizzle, sometimes I think that's advantage offense. We know where we're going. We know how to set our feet. We know to keep our feet underneath us. Those guys have to react, and sometimes that's harder in a little bit slipperier weather than it is for the offense.
Thanks, Coach.
I appreciate you guys, man.